Morning, guys. We had a really rough storm last night. It is early in the morning, but during the night we heard a bunch of noise outside, so we came to check it out. And what we found was that our chicken coop was sitting right over here. You see where these stands and all the feeders and stuff are? This coop was there. Now it is over here. That is about 30 yards, 25, 30 yards. And it took the chicken fencing along with it and flipped the coop down on its side, broke the bottom out of it, the base. So just a little while ago I came out to move the chickens that were in here. We managed to put them in there last night, and we put them in this old coop that's at the other end of our field. But so today is going to be spent trying to assess the damage and put this guy back upright. But yeah, pretty rough storm last night, but not sure, but I think we lost 2 chickens out of the deal, or at least I can't find them. I only counted 18 and there should have been 20 in this coop. But looks like I'll be able to stand this guy back up and get it working again. So I'm going to try it a little bit differently, I think. Give it some more weight on the bottom. But yeah, a little bit of a rough night and a rough start to the day. Probably, I can't see them right now, but when I was moving the chickens, there were 2 skunks out here in the field. So I was kind of dodging them as I walked all of the chickens from here to the other coop. Let's walk over there and I'll show you the other coop. You've probably seen it if you've followed our videos for a little while. You may have seen the other coop. But my wife was upset last night because of the storms and the coop being flipped over and possible dead chickens, so let her sleep a little while this morning. But here's the old, we call it the Gary coop. This was a chicken coop at a friend's that we moved here, and I put skids on the bottom. I'm probably going to do the same thing to that one, but I was able to get all of the chickens. You can see them in there, and that's the roosting area, or the laying area. But I think I counted 18 of them. I got those guys moved in there this morning, so we'll let them chill out. This old pen is totally enclosed. I've made some repairs to it, and but totally fenced in. So we'll let them recover in there until I can get the other coop back on its feet.
Heck.
Gonna pull the top off of it doing that?
I don't think so. Twiggy's kicking that horse, Dave. Drive forward.
What?
Drive forward. That was stressful. That was stressful.
It's right side up. I don't know if it's usable, but it's right side up.
I'm sure it's usable.
So after working on this chicken coop all day long, We got it upright, got it back in usable condition. We put it on skids and took it off the trailer that was on. But a little bit more work to do there. The net that was around it, we may be able to repair it, I'm not sure, but it had a lot of tears in it where the chicken coop went through it. But not only did we get it right side up and put on skids so we can move it around with the tractor, we also are painting it. So it was supposed to be done when we built it, but we didn't get it done. My wife is still out here diligently working on the paint, looking good. So I just finished doing the primer on the trim, and she's putting this pretty green color on there. So it's coming along nicely, and the trailer will find another use for it. But I think part of the problem was with our high winds, it was just able to get underneath it and pull it up. So, but anyway, it will be usable in the next day or two, and until then, our chickens are, you can see them, they're over there in that coop, the ones that belong in this one. So they have a temporary home until we finish this project up. So finish painting the outside of it. We've got another fence in storage. We'll get set up and move them back in maybe tomorrow or the next day, but we'll get it done.